What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome to a Monday morning episode of the Daily Juice Podcast. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all of my socials at Sports Talk Matt. And boy, was yesterday a very interesting lesson in sports betting. Oh boy. So we went 1-3. We could have had a much better day. The Red Sox, this is why betting on Sunday baseball is so annoying, right? So I've told you guys this for I don't know how many years of the juice. Betting Sunday's wonky. So the Red Sox could not use Aroldis Chapman, their all-star closer. They had to go with other arms who gave up 3 runs in the ninth. Now, it didn't matter because the Mets beat the Mariners, so it wouldn't have mattered, but that was frustrating. It's 17-9. The Jaguars just need to not give up a touchdown. They're up by 8. Field goal, we're fine. We're going to cover the 2.5. We're good. They let Spencer Rattler run down the field, and Spencer Rattler scores the touchdown. We bet 2.5, so it didn't matter on the 2-point, but they gave up the 2-point as well, and another tie in the NFL. The Raiders have 2 ties. Huh? Now, the Jaguars have a tie. I mean, I know you don't want to play overtime. It's stupid to play overtime when it comes to what's happening in preseason football, but still, that's been a really wild run on ties in the first week of the NFL preseason. It wraps up tonight. More on that here in just 1 second. But the Brewers game was crazy. Did you watch it? I watched. I'm in love with this Brewers team. We have a 27-1 ticket on it, and I'm in love with this Brewers team. It's 8.5 to 1 now, by the way. So there's your CLV. They get a 2-run home run from Contreras. They're down 1-0, right? Again, they come storming back. They get a 2-run home run. But because they've burned so many high-leverage arms on Friday and Saturday to win those games, they had nobody left. So they had to go with middle-of-the-road relievers. So they give up a run in the 9th, 2-2 tie. They can't score in the 10th, and then they go and give up a run. I mean, the base is loaded in the 10th, and the Reds win 3-2. Any other day, and those high leverage relievers are available for the Brewers, they win that game 2-1, and we win that bet. Kind of a bummer, but the Brewers and the Cubs play a doubleheader today. They play a doubleheader today. Yes, I'm betting the game, but no, I'm not betting what you probably think I'm going to bet for the Brewers and the Cubs. But you probably should bet, Brewers both money line on both games. But I do have a play in the first game coming up here in just 1 second before we give you the picks for today on a Monday. I don't know what last week was, by the way. I have to do the math. It's late. I'm tired. I don't want to do the math, so I'll do it tomorrow. I'll give you the recap. I'll tell you where we are for the whole month coming up tomorrow. Okay, so I believe we had a winning day. Down 2.2 units. So I didn't even put that on the screen. Sorry. Red Sox, Mariners, down a unit. Bears, Crews, up a unit. Brewers, money line, down 1.1. Jags, minus 2.5, down 1.1. So 2.2 units down. 1-3 day for us yesterday. But let me tell you about BettingPros and the BettingPros systems that are available. The new BettingPros systems are there right now to help you design winning strategies to make smarter bets. You can customize your betting systems by sport, bet type, and time frame to find the best opportunities using real-time data and expert analysis. Track the performance of different betting systems over time and optimize your bets to increase your chances of success. Download the BettingPros app today or go to bettingpros.com/systems to elevate your betting strategy and to start making better, smarter bets. All right, let's start with game 1 between the Cubs and the Brewers. Are we going to bet money line? No. Do I think you should? Yes. But it's a doubleheader, and I would rather come in and talk about Cade Horton for the Cubs in game 1. Don't know who's pitching game 2. But Cade Horton just gave up his first earned run dating all the way back to the 9th of July. One earned run, by the way, in a 4-1 win over the Blue Jays. He had given up 1-0-0-0-0-5 4-0 earned runs dating back to the beginning of July. He's been tremendous. The 23-year-old has been just lights out. He's 7-3 with a 3.07 ERA overall. At home, he has a 1.61 ERA. He's 3-0, an opposing batting average of 204, 8 earned runs in 44 and 2/3 innings worth of work. I know Cincinnati's not that far from Chicago, but the Brewers still played yesterday, have to fly in, play early, and play in a doubleheader on top of that. Cade Horton is tremendous, but so is Freddie Peralta. I mean, we've talked about Freddie a lot in terms of what he's doing this year. 14-5, 2.9 ERA. On the road, though, he has a 4 ERA, a 6-4 mark. Opposing batting average, though, is 207. 11 home runs given up on the road for Freddie Peralta in 63 innings worth of work. Now, 2 straight wins for the team with Peralta pitching, 14-0 and 7-2. Then lost 10-3 and 5-1. He gave up 5 earned runs to these Cubs in Milwaukee in that 10-3 loss back on the 30th of July. But because of the travel, because of the craziness with the Brewers and what just happened with the Reds, and they may be tired, and the fact that the Cubs just... It's what the Cubs do right now. The Cubs don't score. Their offense is just completely anemic. I don't know what happened to it, but it's gone. Here are the scores for the Cub games dating back to the Cardinal series. 3-2, 5-1, 4-1, 2-1, 3-2, 3-1, 4-3. Those are all unders. Under. The last 3 games at home against the Pirates. 3-2, 3-1, 4-3. Under 8.5. Game 1, we're playing the under for the Brewers and the Cubs. Game 1, under 8.5 at -110. Red Sox and the Orioles. Let's talk about Boston as to what happened against the Marlins for them. That was disgusting, but that was a 2-1 game. So was the first game of that series. It was a 7-5 win. But the bullpen, it was really 7-1, and the bullpens gave up 4 runs to the Marlins. But that was really a 7-1. That was really an under game, wasn't for the bullpens. And the game was out of reach and just kind of throwing strikes. Orioles come to town, and the Orioles are throwing Trevor Rogers, who's 5-2 with a 1.43 ERA. Rogers has been tremendous. 1-1-1, 0-2-1, 0-2, 0 earned runs. 3 earned runs dating back to the beginning of June for Trevor Rogers. Last time out against the Mariners, 4-3. We bet the under in that game. 7 innings, 1 earned run. The bullpen is scary for Baltimore. No lie. That's why the number's 8.5 here. But Trevor Rogers has been great. Dustin May was great in his last start for the Red Sox. Houston on the road, 6 innings, no earned runs. He looked the part of a guy who has figured it out. Now, will he against the Orioles here at home? I don't know, but he's better at home like most pitchers are. 2 starts with the Red Sox, 1 good, 1 eh. 3 2/3 at home against the Royals. His first start at Fenway Park with the Red Sox. He gave up 3 earned runs in a 7-3 loss. Then he turned it around, shut out Houston. 1 run give up by the bullpen. 14-1 win for the Red Sox. That game went over. I'm going to play the under here. I think Rogers comes to town, and the Red Sox, frankly, their offense has not been tremendous. I mean, you look at the runs scored by Boston, 3-7, 2-1. The 14 against the Astros a lot, but 6, 2, 4, 10 against the Padres, but 3, 6, 8. I mean, it's good. It's not tremendous. So I'm just going to take the under in this game. I think the Red Sox, even though it's a Red Sox hit lefties, but I just think the Red Sox are going to win the game. I don't mind the Red Sox, but it's -120, -130, depending on where you look. I don't mind the Red Sox, but after what happened yesterday, a little gun shy on the Red Sox there. But Red Sox to win, maybe, but I'll take the under 8.5 for Trevor Rogers and Dustin May, Red Sox and the Orioles. Okay, so we're going to go game 1, Brewers Cubs under 8.5, Red Sox Orioles under 8.5, that at even money. Now, let's go to the lone NFL game. Monday Night Football going on here. Commanders didn't play anybody against the Patriots, and they lost the game 48-18. Now, Dan Quinn has said that he is going to play Jaden Daniels and the starters for a little bit here, but probably not a lot. The Bengals didn't play well against the Eagles. They lost 34-27. Joe Burrow went 9 of 10, a couple of touchdowns. He's going to play again, and according to the head coach, Zach Taylor, he's going to play the whole first quarter. Now, how big of a lead will he build? I'm not sure, but that's good for us to back the Bengals because the backups aren't bad. Desmond Ridder and Jake Browning both understand the offense, both have been in the system, and I think they'll come in and play pretty well. The Bengals could see their first-round pick in Shamor Stewart out there playing, so that's big, and Daniels might just have a cup of coffee and play one series and then be done. Look, I think the Bengals are a team that have to prove to everybody they can play early in the season, given the fact that Zach Taylor has lost in the first week of the season in back-to-back seasons, and last year was the Patriots, a game they were supposed to win, and it really ended up hurting them for their opportunity to make the playoffs. So I think you got Monday night, you got prime time. The Commanders don't care about preseason. That's pretty much clear. The Bengals need to play well. The number's 3. Lay it. Bengals -3 up against the Commanders. Hopefully the fourth quarter won't burn us like it did yesterday with backup quarterbacks. But I like the backups for the Bengals better than the backups for the Commanders. Let's go Bengals -3 for 1.1 units. All right, so 3 plays for us here on a Monday. Brewers-Cubs, game 1, under 8.5 at -110. Red Sox-Orioles, under 8.5 at even money. And the Bengals -3 on Monday Night Football preseason for 1.1 units. My name's Matt Perrault. Follow me across all socials at Sports Talk Matt every morning, wherever you guys get your podcasts. It is the Daily Juice.